I thought that today I would share with you my skincare routine, specifically for the morning because the night is the same just without sunscreen. And I just want to first preface this video by saying that the number one thing that helped me clear my acne was just quitting my last job and stopping being in a very toxic workplace. So it was very much contextual for me. Before that, I had not suffered from acne. I definitely had the typical 13-year-old puberty pimples that you get, that little cluster on your forehead. And I had also had a little bit of psoriasis and contact dermatitis, which I do have again right now. But other than that, during the years, especially around 2016 to 2018, my skin was pretty much always clear for those couple years. The rest of the time, I feel like I've always just had hormonal acne, and obviously I still even then got the occasional pimple or two, but I had never struggled as much as I did last year. And I look back at those photos and I think I was just honestly too stressed to actually think about how bad it looked. And I know that it wasn't so bad that I had to go to a dermatologist. It sort of just cleared on its own as soon as I came to my new job. But I still definitely think that it was pretty bad. The second major tip that I have that I can't really properly demonstrate to you is to cleanse your face before you shower, because when you're in the shower with the hot water, it'll open up your pores. And if you haven't cleansed beforehand, the dirt is just going to be going into your pores and just into your skin and causing the acne. So nowadays, and around the same time that I quit the job, so I would say it was sort of a two-step process in that sense, I started to always cleanse my face before heading into the shower instead of cleansing it afterwards. And I feel like that's a sort of little known tip that a lot of people don't really follow. If you Google the research, people are on the fence about whether that actually is a real thing, like sort of cleansing out your pores and then closing them with cold water before you hop into the shower. But I personally think it works well. Always move the tap to the coldest possible now. The first product I start with is cleanser, and this is the Innisfree Brightening Pore Facial Cleanser. So it's a Korean brand that you can find here in Sydney as well. It looks like this as it comes out. It actually has quite a creamy substance. Now I'm just gonna go and wash this off camera. I then dab my face with a face towel I have in my bathroom. Always make sure you pat your face and don't actually physically try and rub it, because it just creates such an abrasion on your skin. So the next thing I use is my moisturizer, and I actually use a healing ointment rather than your typical cream sort of texture. This is the CeraVe one, and it looks like this on the inside. It's actually the cream that makes it look like I have highlighter on, especially for the first few hours that I have it on. It just makes your face super shiny, and a lot of people, especially when my skin is a little bit better than it is right now, just because I'm about to get my period, think that I have makeup on when I wear it. I just started using this serum from La Roche-Posay. My mum said it might help me just with my contact dermatitis. I usually also like to use eye cream, but unfortunately at the moment I have run out. As you can see, I have a lot of premenstrual pimples that have come up in the last week, but I swear for the last couple months, my skin has been quite clear. The next is the Cancer Council sunscreen. I generally just use whatever sunscreen I can find at home. I'm a bit of a cheapo when it comes to skincare and makeup. A lot of what I own is secondhand or even just comes from the brands that I've worked with in the past. And I'm super grateful for that. So there haven't been a lot of circumstances in my life where I've really had to seek out specific products, because I usually just have them at home. And for example, my mum will just have a stack of things. I just put the excess sunscreen on my body and I just let it sit while I actually use my hand and nail cream. This is just because last year I did my nails between a couple months of each other, and for me that's a lot. My nails just got really weak, so I found this in a pharmacy and I just try and put it on when I can onto my hands and my nails. So I wipe off the rest onto my arms just so it's not going super directly onto my face. And now I can keep patting on the sunscreen. Sometimes I'll just walk around a bit and let it sink into my skin even more. And this is what my skin looks like after my morning routine for skincare. I like to keep things super simple. I feel like I just don't really have time to go any further, and sometimes I'll obviously indulge my time into doing a face mask or even using testers that people give me. But other than that, this is basically the base of my skincare routine, and it's what I do every single day and night. So I hope you enjoyed and learned something. And let me know how you cleared your acne if you have ever had to struggle with it yourself. Bye.